Hello everyone, Awesome Andrew here. Congratulations guys, we survived 2020. Talk about a rough year. Well, we've approached that time in the new year where we reflect on the previous year, the things that happened, the good, the bad and the ugly, the very bad and very ugly, and also remember those that we lost along the way. That is what this video is about. I've been doing this farewell tour since 2016, reflecting on musicians we lost the previous year in 2015, and since 2017, decided to also add in other categories as well, not just music. So our categories today are sports, film, music, and miscellaneous. I normally do miscellaneous first because those are more fun, but I'm going to start with sports today. Those who know me know that there are very few athletes and sports people that I know or have heard of, but a farewell 2020 video wouldn't be complete unless I talk about Kobe Bryant. Basketball player for the Lakers, as well as an Olympic champion in 2008 and 2012, as well as an Oscar winner in 2018, was sadly killed in a helicopter crash at the beginning of the year. We lost him, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others in California. There are of course several other athletes that we lost last year, but I just felt I needed to give Kobe a mention. Now I want to move on to miscellaneous. Larry Tesler, American computer scientist who worked with Xerox PARC, Apple, Amazon, and Yahoo, he developed the idea of copy and paste and the idea of modeless software. Such an amazing idea and programming feat that we use every day that is often taken for granted. Kazuhisa Hashimoto, Japanese video game developer best known for creating the Konami code, a cheat code used in numerous video games, usually granting the player extra lives or level skips or other perks, and has often become an Easter egg in pop culture. Gamers know this code by heart: up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start. Joe Colombo, American entrepreneur and founder of Trader Joe's. Alan Bellman, American comic book artist best known for writing early Captain America stories. Roy Horn, German-American magician, part of the duo Siegfried and Roy. This duo is best known for their appearances with white lions and white tigers. From 1990 to 2003, they were regarded as the most visited show in Las Vegas. I don't think I'd forget Siegfried for next year, but I'll go ahead and mention him just in case, one that we said farewell to in the year 2021. Dennis O'Neil, American comic book writer who worked for Marvel and DC from the 1960s to the 1990s. His best-known work at DC was contributions to Green Lantern and Green Arrow, as well as a group editor for the Batman family titles until his retirement. He also worked for Stan Lee at Marvel, briefly taking the reins for Doctor Strange, and a regular writer for Iron Man from 1982 to 1986, and Daredevil from 1983 to 1985. He also helped write the original concept for Transformers and is credited as the person who named Optimus Prime. So this guy did a lot in the comic book community. Mel Winkler, American voice actor who voiced Aku Aku in the Crash Bandicoot video game series. Joanna Cole, American children's book writer for the Magic School Bus. Lion Gardner Tyler Jr. This is the most interesting one on the miscellaneous list. Grandson of President John Tyler, who took office in 1841. Not great-grandson or anything, just grandson. John Tyler was born in 1790. His son, Lion Gardner Tyler Sr., was born in 1853 and died in 1935. Jr. was born in 1925. But it's crazy to think that his brother, as far as I know, is still with us. So John Tyler still has a living grandson. It's crazy to think that John Tyler still has a living grandson despite dying in 1862. Here's an interesting way to look at it. Just from grandfather, son, and grandson, these 3 stretch almost the entirety that the United States has existed as a country. Last one, miscellaneous. Chuck Yeager, American Hall of Fame pilot who's the first person to exceed the speed of sound, achieving this in 1947. On one mission on October 12, 1944, he attained Ace in a Day status for shooting down 5 enemy aircraft in one mission. Very cool. Next, I'd like to move on to the film industry, which will take a large bulk of the video. Kirk Douglas, American actor who was in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Champion, Lust for Life, Spartacus, Ace in the Hole, Paths to Glory, Man from Snowy River, and so many other movies. He's one of the few on this list that got to see 100 years old, dying at the age of 103. Raphael Coleman, English actor best known as Eric Brown, one of the kids in Nanny McPhee. I enjoyed that movie. Jason Davis, American actor best known for voicing Mikey Bloomberg in the Disney animated series Recess, a show that pretty much every kid in the 90s watched. Lyle Wagner, American actor, sculptor, presenter, travel trail salesman, and model best known for his work on The Carol Burnett Show from 1967 to 1974, and played the role of Steve Trevor in Steve Trevor Jr. in Wonder Woman from 1975 to 1979. Julie Bennett, American actress and talent agent who recorded voices for UPA, Warner Brothers, MGM, and Hanna-Barbera. She was in Rocky and Bullwinkle, Quick Draw McGraw, Huckleberry Hound, Yogi Bear, and Mr. Magoo. Looking at a list of character roles, though, Cindy Bear from Yogi Bear is the role that I know best. Honor Blackman, English actress known for Kathy Gale in the Avengers TV show from 1962 to 1964, not related to the superhero series. She was also in James Bond Goldfinger in 1964, as well as Hera and Jason in The Argonauts from 1963. James Drury, American actor best known for playing the title role in The Virginian that aired from 1962 to 1971. Danny Goldman, American actor, voice actor, and casting director best known for voicing Brainy Smurf and the Smurfs. Anne Sullivan, American animator who worked for Disney, animating for Oliver and Company, Little Mermaid, Prince and the Pauper, as well as painting cells for Lion King, Pocahontas, Hercules, Tarzan, Fantasia 2000, Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch, and Treasure Planet. Did a lot for Disney. Jerry Stiller, American actor on Seinfeld and King of Queens, and father of actor Ben Stiller. Ian Holm Cuthbert, English actor best known for his roles of Ash and Alien, Father Vito Cornelius and The Fifth Element, Chef Skinner and Ratatouille, and Bilbo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit movies. Stuart Kornfeld, American film producer and actor, business partner with Ben Stiller and Red Hour Productions. He produced The Fly, Starsky and Hutch, Dodgeball, and many other movies. He also acted in some of their movies, including Blades of Glory and Tropic Thunder. Galen George, American actress and dancer, best known for her role in RoboCop 2 as Angie and The Nuke in Mantis. Regis Philbin, American entertainer and television personality who was the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire from 1999 to 2002, and a few additional events that aired on ABC in 2004 and 2009. Reese Gonfeld, American television executive of CNN from 1980 to 1982, and the founder of Food Network. Alan Parker, English filmmaker who directed several different genres of movies from musicals like Bugsy Malone and Pink Floyd The Wall, as well as true story dramas like Midnight Express and Mississippi Burning. He directed family dramas like Shoot the Moon and even horrors like Angel Heart and The Life of David Gale. Joe Ruby, American animator, television editor, writer, and producer. He was also the co-founder of Ruby Spears Productions with Ken Spears, where they co-created the Scooby-Doo series. I normally like to go in chronological order, but since I'm still on the subject, we lost Ken Spears last year as well. So both creators of Scooby-Doo died months apart from each other. Chadwick Boseman, American actor best known as the Black Panther in the Marvel movie series. Sue Nichols, American artist who worked for Disney during the Disney Renaissance and post-Renaissance, beginning with Beauty and the Beast in 1991 until Ugly Dolls in 2019. She participated in roles including visual development, artist, story, character designer, storyboard artist, and so many other roles. Conchata Ferrell, American actress that I know best as Berta the housekeep on 2.5 Men. Her constant sarcasm and sass made her my favorite character in the show. Rhonda Fleming, American film and television actress and singer. She acted in more than 40 films, mostly in the 40s and 50s, and became renowned as one of the most glamorous actresses of her day, nicknamed the Queen of Technicolor because she was photographed so well in that medium. Sean Connery, Scottish actor best known as the first actor to play James Bond, starring in 7 Bond films from 1962 to 1983. Carol Arthur, American actress mainly recognizable in supporting roles in films directed by Mel Brooks. Alex Trebek, Canadian-American game show host for Jeopardy from 1984 until his death in 2020. The show just won't be the same without him. David Prowse, English bodybuilder, weightlifter, and actor who portrayed Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy and a manservant in A Clockwork Orange. Hugh Keys-Byrne, British-Australian actor and film director. He is best known for playing the main antagonist in 2 Mad Max films, Toe Cutter in the first Mad Max in 1979, and Immortan Joe in Mad Max Fury Road in 2015. Jeremy Bulloch, English actor best known as playing Boba Fett in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. There aren't too many from the original Star Wars trilogy left. Doug Crane, American animator that worked on The Smurfs, Beavis and Butthead Do America, Spider-Man, the 1968 to 1970 version, He-Man, a couple episodes of Fat Albert, and a couple segments in the heavy metal movie Den and Harry Canyon. William Osborne Tucker, American writer, storyboard artist, songwriter, and director who worked on Rugrats, Hey Arnold, SpongeBob, Family Guy, Fairly Odd Parents, and Simpsons, to name a few. Last one I want to mention is Dawn Wells, American actress best known as Mary Ann Summers on Gilligan's Island. And our final category, it won't be awesome albums without bringing up music in some way. Not too far in the new year, we lose Neil Peart, drummer for Rush. He's considered one of the greatest drummers of all time. Bob Shane, American singer and guitarist for the Kingston Trio. Buddy Cage, pedal steel guitarist, best known as a longtime member of New Riders of the Purple Sage. He also worked as a session musician and recorded with Anne Murray, Bob Dylan, Brewer and Shipley, David Bromberg, and the Zen Tricksters. Paul English, longtime drummer for Willie Nelson, playing with him since 1955, though didn't become his regular drummer until 1966. Ron Thompson, American blues guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He worked with Little Joe Blue, John Lee Hooker, Lowell Fulson, Etta James, and Big Mama Thornton. Kenny Rogers, American Hall of Fame singer known for hit songs like The Gambler, Just Dropped In, and Islands in the Stream. Billy Rieflin, American musician who gained prominence in the 1990s as a drummer for groups like Ministry, The Revolting Cocks, KMFDM, Chris Connolly. He also worked regularly with REM and was a member of King Crimson from 2013 until his death last year. Bill Withers, American Hall of Fame singer-songwriter, best known for songs like Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine, and Lovely Day. Steve Farmer, American guitarist, composer, and lyricist, best known for his composition with Ted Nugent in 1968, Journey to the Center of the Mind, performed by the Amboy Dukes. John Prine, American country folk singer-songwriter, best known for songs like Sam Stone and Angel from Montgomery. He was also a Grammy winner in 1992 and 2006. Brian Howe, singer and songwriter, best known as lead vocalist for Bad Company from 1986 to 1994. He also sang on Ted Nugent's 1984 Penetrator album. Little Richard, American Hall of Fame rock and roll singer, pianist, and songwriter, best known for songs like Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, and Lucille. Derek Lawrence, English record producer, famous for his work for Joe Meek's Outlaws, Deep Purple, Flash, and Wishbone Ash. Steve Priest, British musician who was the bassist and later lead vocalist of Sweet. Vera Lynn, English singer, songwriter, and entertainer whose musical recordings and performances were popular during World War II. In 2009, at the age of 92, she became the oldest living artist in the UK to top the UK albums chart with the compilation album We'll Meet Again, the very best of Vera Lynn. This is another person on our list that got to see over the age of 100, dying at 103 years old. Pete Carr, American guitarist who recorded with Joan Baez, Bob Seger, Joe Cocker, Paul Simon, Rod Stewart, and many others. He also recorded and produced 4 solo albums and was half the duet LeBlanc and Carr, best known for their song Falling in 1977. Charlie Daniels, American Hall of Fame country singer-songwriter and musician, best known for The Devil Went Down to Georgia and Uneasy Rider. Joe Porcaro, American jazz drummer who recorded with many artists including Natalie Cole, Gladys Knight, The Monkees, Pink Floyd, Frank Sinatra, and many others. He was also the father of Jeff, drummer, Mike, bassist, and Steve, keyboardist, who were all members of Toto. Steve is the only one of those 4 who is still living. Peter Green, English Hall of Fame blues rock singer-songwriter and guitarist for Fleetwood Mac. He was a co-founder of the band in 1967 and played with the band until 1970. Martin Birch, British music producer and sound engineer known for working with Deep Purple, Fleetwood Mac, Rainbow, Whitesnake, Black Sabbath, Blue Oyster Cult, and Iron Maiden. Jack Sherman, guitarist and backing vocalist for Red Hot Chili Peppers from 1983 to 1984, playing on the band's first album. Frankie Banali, American drummer for Quiet Riot and Wasp. Lee Kerslake, English drummer, best known as a longtime drummer and backing vocalist for Uriah Heep from 1969 to 1980, as well as working with Ozzy Osbourne in the early 80s. Helen Reddy, Australian-American singer, songwriter, author, actress, activist, best known for her signature hit, I Am Woman, and was dubbed the Queen of 70s Pop. Johnny Nash, American singer-songwriter, best known for I Can See Clearly Now, Hold Me Tight, and Tears on My Pillow. Eddie Van Halen, probably the one that hit me the hardest on this list, Dutch-born American Hall of Fame musician, guitarist for Van Halen. He was considered one of the greatest guitarists of all time, known for popularizing the tapping guitar solo technique. Paul Matters, bassist for AC/DC in 1975, joining the group after the recording of their debut album, High Voltage, but was fired by Bon Scott several weeks after joining the group and was replaced by Mark Evans. Spencer Davis, Welsh singer and guitarist for the Spencer Davis Group. Jerry Jeff Walker, American country music singer and songwriter. He was a leading figure in the outlaw country movement. He was best known for writing Mr. Bojangles in 1968. Ken Hensley, English singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, best known for his work with Uriah Heep from 1969 to 1980, playing keyboards, synthesizers, guitars, and some vocals. Leslie West, American singer and guitarist for Mountain. Tony Rice, American guitarist and bluegrass musician. He was an influential acoustic guitarist in bluegrass, progressive bluegrass, newgrass, and acoustic jazz, and was inducted into the International Bluegrass Hall of Fame in 2013. Last one on our list is Alto Reed, American saxophonist, best known as longtime member of Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. He also performed with Foghat, Grand Funk Railroad, George Thorogood, Little Feat, Spencer Davis, and many others. There were so many more I could mention, but I have to stop somewhere. But these were the people who either meant something to me or had an interesting story that I just wanted to talk about. And as always, I'd like to end with one more thank you and farewell for those that I mentioned on this list, and for those that I didn't. You may be gone, but you won't be forgotten. May your legacy continue to live on in your films, your music, and our lives. Thank you, and farewell. Talk about a rough year. Well, we've approached that time in the new year where we reflect on the previous year. Why can't I say where we reflect? It's just like where will we reflect? Frankie Benali, American drummer for Quiet Wyatt. What am I, Elmer Fudd?